Okay, welcome back, Loomers. It's Will from Art by WillScott, and we're gonna go ahead and get started on the leaves for our Venusaur. We're gonna be needing about, I think, if I counted correctly last time, it's about 210. Yeah, 200. Yeah, I want to say 210 green bands for one leaf. Okay, we're gonna be making four. You need four leaves in total. Um, this should be a pretty easy pattern to work with. What you will need is your configuration with 5 pegs, like so, with all your arrows facing this way, okay, and going down like this because it's just gonna be a lot easier. Now let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we want to do is we're going to be placing single bands. We're going to be working pretty much with single bands for most of this. If I remember correctly, you're going to be placing one green band or whatever color you're going to be making your leaf all the way down to the end. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. It's going to be right here in the middle of your 5 peg rows. Now it's important to do it in this order all the time for all 4 of your leaves, just to make it, how do you say it, aesthetically pleasing. Alright, so the first thing we want to do after this, yes, okay, so now, from now on, your bands are going to be going towards the outside. We're going to start right here from the top to the outside from the inside, okay? And we're doing it? Yes, okay, so from the inside middle to the out. And just work your way all the way until you get to, yeah, we're gonna do it all the way to the bottom. At least I think I remember doing it all the way. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and do it right here on this side all the way to the bottom. Remember, we're working with one band, okay? One band all the time. Okay. On this side, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to be going in this direction, okay? Except that you're not going to be doing these last 2, okay? So just don't do here. Stop right here on this one, okay? So continue going from here to here. And keep working your way over until, I said, to second to the last. We're not doing the last one. Make sure you keep working from the middle to the outside, okay? Otherwise, when we start to loom this, it'll not loom correctly if you don't do it in this exact order. And this is the last one. We don't need any right here. Okay, so you should have this so far. All right. The next thing we need. It's gonna go inside. Okay. Okay. So now we need one band, and again we're gonna be going from the top down to this peg. Okay. Do not do it on this one. Do it till this peg. Okay. So again, start from your arrows. Right, and you're gonna work your way down. And stop right there. Okay, right here. Don't do this one. Now you're gonna do this side also, all the way till you get to this peg right here. And last one right there. Okay. All right. I want to make sure I'm doing this. Yes. Okay. I believe we are. Now, you're going to be putting one band here to here, and one band from here to here. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and close this end right there. All right. So it should be looking like that. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be placing a band, right? One band on every peg. Just lay it on there like that. Now, the reason we need these is because we're going to be adding another layer right on top, and we need these bands to be under. So just go ahead and place one band on each peg that has bands on them. Okay, so that means that you're not going to add any on this one. Or this one. Just keep adding them to every edge. Okay. Of course, you're not gonna add any right there because you're adding it right there. Okay. Alright. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the bands on top. Okay, you need one band, and that is gonna go right there on top. So, and another one top, and work your way down till you get to this one. Okay, all right. Once you get to that one, just go ahead and stop right there. You don't need any right here. Okay. So continue going down until you get to this peg right here. That means you're gonna go down, I think, what is it? 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your 5th band. Number 6. 7. 8. 9. And after 10, we stop. Okay. Okay. Let's do the other side. Okay. I'm going to be adding one band right across to connect all these, okay? Make sure you don't skip any. Yeah, right there. Okay, so you need these empty. Just want to go ahead and confirm really quick. Okay, alright, so actually these, let's go ahead and take these out. I'm sorry. It's just these two bands, okay? Because we actually need to connect this part to this part first, and now we can go ahead and connect it to the middle. So again, you're gonna do the outside ones, these, and I'm gonna go ahead and connect that to the middle one. Okay. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, now this next part will be a little time consuming. But your layout is pretty much done. We just need to go ahead and add extensions. And the way we're going to be adding these extensions is I'm going to show you on this first one right here. Right now we have 1, 2, 3 bands, okay? And I think that is exactly what we need. Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay, so actually we're going to grab this band that we just added on right here, and here's what we're going to do. Okay, you're going to be grabbing another band. So I just took that one off from that peg right here. Okay, and I'm going to grab another one also. You're going to go ahead and use one and wrap it around your hook 4 times. Did I do it 4 times? No, I did. Yes, I did. 4 times. Okay, yes, 4 times. Once it's wrapped around your hook 4 times, you're going to grab the other band, and you're going to put it on your hook. You're going to transfer these bands over, and put it back on your hook. Okay? Alright, so just claim it back. So you should have that. Once you have that, we're going to go ahead and put it right there. So go ahead and add it on the peg. 1 is done. So this one we need 3. Okay, 1, 2, and then we just added a third one with our cap band. So this one's also going to need 3. Right now there's only 1, 2. That means we need to add another one and a cap band. So you need 2 bands. Okay. Once you have 2 bands, go ahead and grab one of them, wrap it around your hook 4 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. You should have 4 rows. You're going to grab another band, transfer those over, and claim it back on your hook. Now, for this one, you're going to be grabbing that band. Okay, since it's not hooked, I'm just going to go ahead and take it out because it's not being hooked onto anything. And I'm going to go ahead and transfer this onto that band and claim it back on my hook. So now I have, oops, there. So now I should have 2 links. Okay, go ahead and place that back on the peg. Okay, just like so. When you're done with that, we need to do this next one. This is the end. Okay, so that means there's only 1 chain. Okay, there's only 1 band. We need to have 3 on this one also. So that means we need to have 2 bands and our cap band. Okay, so that means we need 3 bands for this one. You're going to wrap it around 4 times on your hook. Get 1 band. Okay. Lay it over. Claim it on your hook. Now you're going to grab the second one. And you're going to transfer that one over. And claim the other end on your hook. So now I have 2 links. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Since I cannot take this one out because it's already on there, I need to grab it from my hook. I'm gonna zoom in just really quick so you guys can be able to see it. I'm gonna grab the end with my hook and I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this over. Now that it's on there, okay, it's clearly on there, I'm gonna go ahead and loop it. Okay. Since this one is actually gonna be, and just notice that we have to do. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do from now on. Before you do any more, we need to start looming everything. Okay, and the reason for that is because it needs to be done in a certain order. We're gonna start from here. We're only gonna loom this right here, and then we're gonna loom this, the bands that are going in this direction, and then we're gonna loom this all the way up, and this side all the way up, and that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and start from here, from this end, where we just put that that cap. Go ahead and loom that up, and loom this one up. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and now grab your hook. From in here, you're going to grab the very first band. Okay, the very first band on top. That one goes here. That's where it should go. This one, go ahead back and put it back where it's coming from. It's making that teardrop here. Go ahead and grab the next band, which should be at the very bottom. Actually, no. Sorry, leave that one there. Yes, we're done. Now we're going to go ahead and continue from this side. The first band is the one going in this direction. Okay. And now, actually, I need to go ahead and fix that really quick. We're going to go ahead, before we loom it, I need to go ahead and grab the end that I just placed. Take it out of that peg, just temporarily. Okay, so you see how there is my little extension? Hold it temporarily, don't let go. Now you're gonna go ahead and loom that on top. Before you put this back on there, we need to loom the next one. Grab the first band that's on top. Should be this one, and it came off, but I'll go ahead and put it back on my peg in just a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. Hang on, I need to go inside that hole. There it is. Okay, put it back on my peg. Now it's correct. Now I'm gonna go ahead and place this one back on top. And I'm done. The rest should be easy because we just did that little mishap. Okay, so now, again, we're gonna go ahead and grab the very first band that is on top. Not this loose one, okay? Don't grab this loose one. Alright, so you're gonna go ahead and take it out and loom it up. See how my teardrop is forming? Continue going up. Remember, don't grab the loose band. You actually kind of want to shift it with your fingers. Grab the first band. Kind of having trouble seeing. And loom it. And do this all the way till you get to the top right here. And stop right there. Okay, so again. Grab the next one. Loom it. There's that one. Loom it up. I'm just gonna use my fingers because I'm having trouble seeing them from the angle I'm on. It's kind of hard to record. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Now we're gonna do the other side. Okay, and from here we left off on this one. See how there's a teardrop here? But these are just, they haven't been touched. We're going to go ahead and grab the first band that is on top, which should be the one that hits to this one. So I'm going to pull it, and you see how my teardrop is forming? And it's coming out of my peg. I don't want it to do that. Let me put it back on there. There we go. And then place it back onto there. Now we're going to go ahead and loom our way up. Remember, one band. And keep working your way to the top. You should know you're doing it correctly because your teardrops are forming, okay? Having trouble seeing it, the angle I'm on. Again. Okay. I'm at the top right here. I'm going to stop. And I'm going to continue adding on my extensions. I have 3 right here. Okay. And I only need these 3 and these to have a 3-chain extension. See, there's 1, 2, 3 chains. This is 1, 2, 3 chains. This is 1, 2, 3 chains. Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead and do this side. This side again. You already have 2. That means you're gonna go ahead and grab 2 bands, 1 for the cap and 1 for the extra extension. Let's do that side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and place that one and transfer it through on 1 band. And reclaim it on your hook. I'm going to grab the one that is on top right here because it's not being held by anything. I'm going to go ahead and place it on and transfer it through. Reclaim it. Now I have 2 chains. I'm going to put it on that one, so that'll be 3. Alright. Now this one, there's only 1. Okay, so that means I need 3 bands. Okay, 1 for my cap band and the 2 extensions. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our cap band. Okay, grab your other one and extend another chain onto it. Now you have 2 chains. We're going to add it onto this one, and we're going to do the same thing, okay? We're going to go ahead and grab it with our hook, then transfer it over. And now we can actually go ahead and put it on the peg without any problem because we already chained these. That's going to lay on top. Okay. For the rest, we already did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You see how we just did? So now the rest of these are going to have 4 chains. We already have 1 placed on every single peg. That means we need to add 3 more chains, which means you need 4 bands. Okay? From these 4 bands, one of them is going to be your cap band, and these 3 are going to be extra chains. So let me go ahead and do it with you once, and then the rest I'm just going to go ahead and do them really quick. You'll still see me adding them, but I'm just going to do them a lot faster than you guys. So you may want to go ahead and pause the video once I get to that spot so you guys can catch up. I have 1 chain. I have my 2nd chain. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my 3rd chain. Okay, so there's 3 chains. I'm going to go ahead and grab that band that's on there, put it on, and now loom it onto the peg. Okay, so this one now has, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna do the same thing for all of them, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Oops. Connect it onto this one. I remember when I wanted to design an idea for the leaf for Venusaur. I wasn't sure exactly what type of pattern to use. And for this, I was kind of inspired by PG Lumacy, because back in, what was it? I think it was June or July, I saw his tutorial for the orchid plant. And I made that orchid plant as a gift for someone. I just kind of tweaked it a bit. And I remember how he did the leaves. I really liked that simplicity. So I'm kind of using techniques that I learned from that tutorial for this one. Okay. I'm gonna do the other side. Okay. You may want to pause your video now until you get to this point. All of your ends should have little phalanges. Okay. Remember, the first 5, this one, so these 3 right here, and these 2 should only have 3 extensions. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the rest of them from here on up should all have 4 extensions. Okay, so I just added on. I made 3 on my own, and then I added on to the one that was already there, so that makes it 4. Okay, when you're at this side, go ahead. We're gonna start from down here. Okay, and we're gonna continue looming. Let me go ahead and okay. Now the thing that we need to continue on is these rows that are going upwards. So this one and this one. Okay, let's go ahead and start from here. My band's moved, so I need to put it back on my peg. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab that first band that's on top. Okay, and it's being latched on. So I'm gonna go ahead and start looming this all the way to the top. Okay, should be the first band on top. Okay, one side done. Let's go back down. We're gonna do the second one. We're gonna start on this one, okay? I'm gonna go inside there. I want only the first one on top. It should be this one. Okay, and now that I have it latched on, continue going up. So only need one band, come on. There we go. Okay, now I'm at the end. Let's go back to the bottom. And I'm gonna go ahead and start looming the ones that go diagonally. Okay, so all these that are the ones going like this, you're gonna start from your ends. You're gonna go towards the middle. Okay. This end, and I'm gonna grab the very last one down there. And clip it there. Now let's do this side. I'm gonna grab the very last one. There it is. And again, the last one. And keep working your way up. You're just gonna be doing these two. Okay, just these two that are going toward the middle, and stop on the middle. Okay. Okay. Okay, now that I'm done with one side, I'm gonna do the other side, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and flip my loom over, right? And now I'm gonna start with these and work my way to the yeah. I just need to do this one and this one. Okay, this one too. Okay, our last row we need to loom is the middle one. We're gonna start from the very bottom, okay? Okay, all right. Now that everything is set, make sure you look through the sides so that everything has been loomed up. You want to make sure that nothing has been left behind so that everything is caught. Everything seems fine. Okay, so now we're going to be using 2 green bands for taking this off. Grab 2 bands, the same color as your leaf. Put your hook through. You're going to pull those through and put them on just like that, okay? Don't slip knot it, okay? Just leave them on your hook. Pinch it with your fingers, and you want to take the whole thing off. I'm going to start with just these edges because it's a little hard with the little phalanges. Okay, now that that's done, I can go ahead and just take it out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a slip knot. Different color. And I'm gonna put it over these 4 bands. Okay, put it through. I'm just gonna go ahead and slip knot it. Okay, your leaf is complete. There is 1. We need 4 of these, okay? So you should have this so far. You should have 1 leaf done. And then after doing this 3 more times, so you should have 4 in total. And then we have our flower that goes right on top. Okay. Right now it's doing this kind of weird motion, but we can actually be able to put wire in it. And I'm using, I think it's 18 or 20 gauge. Either one will work. Don't use a 16 one, okay? Because the 16 one is pretty thick, okay? And it's gonna show you want to use a 16 or an 18 or a 20 gauge wire, because it's a lot slimmer and you don't need it that strong. You don't need it that thick for this one. It's still strong enough if you use the coated one, because the coated one is the only one that's strong enough. All the other ones are way too flexible. What you want to do is go ahead, and I can actually show you how to be able to insert it. This is 1 wire going through 2 flower petals. Another wire going from here, and it's bending over and connecting onto this one, and it's peeping a little off from the bottom, but it's not showing from the top. And I can go ahead and curve it just how Venusaur's flower should be. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to be able to put it on these 2, so that way you can be able to have your flower complete and looking like that. So Venusaur's flower should be complete along with the leaves. We're going to be working on the trunk next, okay? But let me go ahead and show you how to be able to put the wire first, okay? So you're going to need 16 or 20 gauge wire. Okay, so just to show you the difference, this is the wire that we normally a lot of loomers use. This is the one that I'm using, okay? So it's definitely thinner. The way I want to measure it is I'm going to grab my flower and turn it around. And I want to go ahead and measure just by grabbing. You don't want to have it stick all the way to the end, okay? So just about like right there is good. And there is 1, okay? I'm going to put it again on that spot I want to measure it from. And I'm going to go ahead and measure out again. So that's 2. I want to go ahead and cut it about, I want to give myself just a little bit of leeway, okay? Just tiny bit. And I shall go ahead and cut. Okay. That's all I really need. Okay. I want to bend it in half. I want to make sure that my ends are even. And yeah, that's about good. Okay, so that's good right there. Now we're gonna go ahead and start inserting. I usually start inserting from inside the yellow holy man that we used for the yellow crown. And you want to start from the bottom of your, not from the top, okay? Start from the bottom. And as you're pushing through, you also want to push a little bit in and keep it in the middle of your petal. As you're keeping it in the middle of it, you want to flip it over to make sure it's not coming out or nothing is showing. So it's going good so far. I'm going to continue putting it through. And I do not want, I can kind of feel it, it's coming out. Okay, yeah, so it did come out. So I need to go ahead and just rework it just by stretching it out. And there we go. Now it's hiding in there. So I'm going to continue going through in the middle. And I want it to stay inside as much as possible. I do not want it to peep out. Okay, so that's good right there. I can see that it's coming towards the end. I'm going to flip it over and nothing's showing. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Now let's do the other one. This is the other petal that needs it. And I'm going to just go ahead and pull this, bend the wire a little bit back and start going inside again. And with my index finger down here, I can kind of feel the wire if it ever comes out from the top part of the petal. Okay. And I kind of felt, yes, it did. Okay. So if you see it like this, just stretch your petal a little until you fix it. Okay. So now it's hiding again, but it's still down here. I don't want too much to show still, so I'm going to continue trying to hide it in the middle of my bands. Kind of want to diverge it towards the crowd of where all the bands are at. But do you see where my wire is kind of going? I want to keep pushing, keep going. I'm almost at my end. Okay. Now that I'm at my end, I'm going to go ahead and I need to make sure that it's not showing from the top. Still staying right here in the bottom. Okay. I'm going to fix it on both sides. So that way I can be able to just keep inserting this. So it's just a matter of fixing, stretching, fixing and stretching. This one too. If you have some left over, we're just going to go ahead and clip them. Okay. So I'm definitely going to have some left over right there. Alright, and I'm trying to stretch it a little. And I'm going to shape it also. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut just a little bit off right there. I think this side should be fine. I'm going to start shaping it also right there. So you see how now I have those extra nubs? Don't worry about that. Those are going to be hiding in your trunk anyways. But Venusaur's petals are kind of shaped like this. You kind of want to give it this effect. Okay. And they're not going to be twisting anymore now that the wire is in there. They should be all fine. That is great. I'm liking how it looks like. Okay, yeah. And the wire is hiding. On this side, I'm gonna go ahead and just snip off that extra one that came off just a little bit. I'm gonna push my bands down a little, and I will cut that part off. I kind of want to. There we go. All right, so now that that part's done, I can go ahead and stretch it out a little. Okay, perfect. All right. I don't think we're gonna need any wire for our leaves, but maybe we'll leave it to the end. Okay. We should have this so far. Okay. The next one will be the trunk, right? Awesome.